Hey, it's PHILA, and you're watching PHILA TV, the ultimate YouTube channel. I'm no cinematographer, just a dude with a camera. Okay, we're working day 3 on the Porsche 914 project. As you can see, I covered up the primer that was on the door that was gray with some red flat paint, and I think it looks a lot better. I also have this pretty chunky size mess on the trunk. You know, this deck lid, it's pretty wavy, and it's got a lot of rust on it, a lot of Bondo. And you can see it's chipping off, and I want to address that. But first, I want to open up the trunk, and I want to clean out what's going on because I want to make sure there's no rust issues there. But before we get started, I want to thank everybody, for watching this video. It means a lot to me to have all these questions and all these subscribers. And trust me, I'm going to get back to my yuccas and avocado trees soon, but I just got this new 914 project, so I want to play with that. So today, we're going to clean out the trunk, and this is what it looks like with nothing in it. And I want to show you exactly how I got rid of all this black paint to expose the original orange paint on it. So enjoy the video. Since I'm done cleaning the top, I might as well clean out the rest of the trunk. There's a lot of junk in here. I don't want to throw anything away until I figure out what it is. I mean, I know for sure that I need scrapers. And again, this shift linkage. Gotta be Chrysler. Got a whole stack of those. Vacuum tubes. Looks like that's all that's in there. You guys really want to listen to this? I don't think so. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the vacuum, suck all this crap up, and then take a look at it. Okay, as I started scuffing up some of the rust in the trunk with a wire brush, I noticed how easy the paint was coming off. So I hit it a little bit with a wire brush, and it started coming off real easy. So I got the carburetor cleaner out and a rag, turned on some fans, well ventilated, dogs barking, and I started scrubbing. And this is about another 5 minutes of time. Now, people usually paint the trunk to hide rust or something else. This car was repainted red and they didn't want an orange trunk. I love the do-it-yourselfers because they just use Krylon, and Krylon's real easy to take off when you want to. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to scrub the rest of this trunk. Look how nice that factory orange paint looks. And even when where they have all the seam seal, I'll be able to get in all those crevices. Look, it's got the brackets. Look at that was before and after. That's going to be cool. And as I'm scraping, I'm not seeing any rust holes or anything. It's really clean back here. So I'm going to continue scrubbing. Okay, I've noticed that my carburetor cleaner can is screwed up and it's full. So I've got to try and finish this up before the can runs out. This is what I'm doing. I'm giving a little coat. Because right now I'm just worried about the real thick stuff, which I find it's not so thick. I got that same greasy rag I was using earlier. What do you think? Is it worth doing? And then I have an old, brass brush here, which works really good in these, with the factory seam paste that they put in there. And the factory Porsche paint is strong enough that it can handle some carburetor cleaner. Krylon definitely breaks down fast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through here and hit as much of this as I can before I run this can out. And then afterwards I'll go through and fine detail. But I guarantee you I'm going to get all the paint out of this. This is what we do on vintage Volkswagens to bring back the original paint. Because a crappy original paint is better than a crappy aftermarket paint, and sometimes it's better that way. All right, I'm going to put the phone down and get to work. I ran out of carburetor cleaner, so I'm going to stop here. But as you can see, this was not even a half a can, maybe 2/3 of a can of carburetor cleaner. And 2 wet rags, little tiny brushes, and some scrubbing. I ran out of brake fluid, or brake cleaner I should say, so I'm going to have to run to the store and get some. But all this is going to come off nicely. Also seen the same magic happen with Easy Off oven cleaner. I've got some of that laying around. Maybe I'm going to go throw some of that on this corner. All right, here's the Easy Off. It's a few years old, probably expired, but I'm just going to test it over here. Now again, I've watched a lot of people do this on the outside of their Volkswagens to get the crappy paint taken off. So let's see what's going to happen here. All right, I've decided to empty out the rest of the Easy Off can because I did a little scrub in there. It was coming off, but nothing like the carburetor cleaner. I mean, this stuff's been soaking on here longer than it took me to wipe it off with carburetor cleaner. I imagine any kind of, you know, solvent or acetone. Acetone might be a little bit too hard, but, you know, solvent or thinner would probably work really well. All right, I'm going to give this 5 more minutes and let it sit, and then I'm going to give it a little scrub. Okay, it actually seems to be working pretty good. It's been about 20 minutes of this Easy Off. Of course, it's pretty hard to do with your opposite hand and a camera. But as you can see, it's going to be good to clean up everywhere. All right, let's see. Let's see if I could reach in these little corners. Those would clean up really well. Okay, there it is. It's going to be original paint trunk when I'm done with it. I just got to get some supplies. And then once I'm done here, I'm going to go do the same thing in the front, although the front hasn't been painted. But I'd like to do the whole car like this and bring it all back to orange and figure out why they painted it red. Take one last look at the trunk. I think it looks pretty awesome. I'm going to get in there and get the rest of this finished within the next couple days, and then we're going to get in here and finish scrubbing this, and then we'll see what it looks like. Still got a little bit of cleanup to do there, but all in all, it looks great. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't be afraid to scrub the paint because it does come off, and a lot of times it looks good underneath there. At least it looks better. Anyways, thanks for watching. PHILA TV. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we will see you next time. Thanks.